use of technology in education, especially when we all are talking about national education policy. That is not a new education policy. That is India's policy. So India has always been a global land. We have always accepted सर्व दिशाओं में से हमें अच्छे विचार प्राप्त हो. That kind of culture we do have. And today, Professor Barad has rightly put the topic, and is aptly, he's a man of action. Sometimes we are getting knowledge through reading books, reading theories, listening lectures, but he himself has done so many experiments, and the knowledge which he has gained, that is the because of experiment. That Dilip Barad, our learned syndicate member, think tank of the university, Professor Jivabai Wala, Jaisi Jala, evergreen, enthusiastic and dedicated, committed to NEP, and Dr. Kapuria, who has been looking after ranking and framework and all, and the team BKNMU, our other EC members, BOG members, AC members, our management people, principals, teachers and students. So now we all know Corona has taught us a lot, and in new education policy also, the technology has been an integral part of the new vista of learning. So what Professor Barad has talked, because of the, he is supposed to be there at other institution at 4 o'clock. He might have left the session, but he talked very nicely. And in our university also, since we are at the remote part of the world, we have started experimenting the things. And that experiment which you do by the help of reading, by help of listening, these are the one kind of experiment. And the experiment which Professor Barad has done, he himself, I know him since long, he himself is a great lover of exploration, he himself is a great lover of technology use, and find out what next, what happens. A simple taking 80 rupees glass and with the help of a carpenter and electrician could able to create a wonderful technological tool. This is something which is a part of holistic development, multidisciplinary approaches, that what new education policy is talking of. So today I'm very much thankful to dear friend and one of the inspiring person, Professor Barad. Today you talked and you have always been with us. And Dr. Jala, I request you personally, rather we have to have arranged some 2 or 3 more lectures to our teachers, how we can integrate technology in our teaching. Teaching is not limited to the teaching classroom for examination and result. But when we are applying some research and pattern and documentation, nowadays, I think Professor Barad is also working on big data mining, digital humanities. These are some of the new areas where we supposed to explore, analyze, make a research on big data. Some years back, I went to IIT Indore for one of the training. At that time, we have been taught one software called R. The software R is mining big data. So big data analysis is one of the new challenges. And especially, it was applied to the science streams and faculties and engineering. But nowadays, it can be applicable to humanities, economics, statisticals, and psychology and sociology also. So in new coming days, when we have to reach to the ranking framework, at that time we have to start from each and every corner. So that time, without technology, see, some people say technology is like that and that, but without technology, we cannot get the perfect transparency. Because technology and machine couldn't understand. क्या तो जीवा भाई छे, क्या तो दिलीप भाई छे, हमने तो बता सरखा ज लागे. They have face detection. They have their own ways of interpretations. So the most important aspect of technology is the transparency, truthfulness, and speed. And we can have reviewing the things again and again. So today, suppose, say for example, this talk of Dilip Barad, if he is offline, those who are the part of the project, they can listen to Professor Barad. But now it has been documented. During the lecture, I was looking, we have so many people connected with Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and people have been constantly posting the things. And this is after sometimes, suppose after 2 days or 3 days, after a week or so, even after a year, the reminder will come that on so and so date, on so and so time, Professor Dilip Bharat has talked on such topic. So this is something, our data is the biggest issue. Why we were poor? We were very much poor since long in documentation. So technology is the biggest tool of systematical and methodological documentation of events and data. So we all, as a teacher, if you want to become a smart teacher, vibrant teacher, effective teacher, eloquent teacher, good teacher, then you need to adopt the technology. Some people even today do believe technology means using a PowerPoint presentation in the classroom. That is not technology. That is use of PowerPoint, use of laptop and projector. Technology is something beyond that. When we are having just at the knocking door of national education policy, and there are so many new things we supposed to adopt with the new national education policy. At that time, technology today, just I was planning and preparing PhD. That is a small last example, then I will stop myself. We were doing about RDC and RAC. All the candidates supposed to upload the report online. So once they are uploading their entire report on online, it is going to be a documentation. Those who are the expert, for them it is a good thing. Even after 2 years also, the student can go to particular portal, his own portal, and can able to download and can see his own progress. And once the expert has given their comment, the same report will be uploaded to the things. So that will bring the transparency, and it will also be a great platform for a peer learning. So in a nutshell, when we are talking about India's education pattern, what Professor Bharat has talked, make a vocal to global. India has always been open. So this technology part, even though it is a new area for us, even though it is not our invention, but our forefathers are very powerful to invest money on others' business and become a rich and millionaire. That is what our hierarchy. So I am sure that our teachers, because of the word in Gujarati, kotha suj, they can જો ને કેવડું 80,000 નું સાધન 5,000 માં બનાવ્યું, અને કોડીનાર જેવા નાના ગામમાંથી એમનો જન્મ થયો છે, અને આપણામાંના એક છે. એટલે આપણા અધ્યાપક મિત્રોને મારે એ ધ્યાન દોરવું છે કે એ કાંઈ બહુ બહારથી ઓક્સફર્ડ કે હાર્વર્ડમાં ભણીને નથી આવ્યા. એ અહીંયા જુનાગઢમાં જ નોકરી કરતા હતા, અહીંયા જ ભણ્યા છે, અહીંયા ટેનિસ રમ્યા છે, અને આ કરતા કરતા અહીંયા સુધી આવા કામ કરે છે. તો આ પ્રકારના આપણા માના માણસ, આપણા જેવા આપણી સાથેના માણસ જો આવું કરી શકતા હોય તો આપણે પણ કરી શકીએ, એવો આત્મવિશ્વાસ સાથે ફરી વખત હું પ્રોફેસર બારડ સાહેબનો ખૂબ ખૂબ આભાર માનું છું. અને આઈ સ્પેશિયલી કોંગ્રેચ્યુલેટ ડોક્ટર જયસિંહ ઝાલા ફોર અ વન્ડરફુલ થીમ બેઝડ, એક કરતા એક તમે સરસ મજાના એક્સપર્ટથી માંડી અને ખરા અર્થમાં સમયોચિત સાચ અર્થમાં બહુ સરસ આયોજન કર્યું છે તમે. અને સવારે નેશનલ લેવલે થાય એનું જીસ્ટ કરી અને આપણા અધ્યાપકો અને વિદ્યાર્થીઓ માટે બપોર પછી આપણે આ કાર્યક્રમ કરીએ. અને આ તકે હું કેસીજી અને કમિશનર ઓફ હાયર એજ્યુકેશન નાગરાજન સાહેબનો પણ આભારી છું, કારણ કે એમણે વ્યક્તિગત રસ લઈ અને આપણા કાર્યક્રમને એમના પ્લેટફોર્મ પરથી પણ લાઈવ કર્યો છે. ત્યારે મને આશા છે કે માત્ર ભક્ત કવિ નરસિંહ મહેતા યુનિવર્સિટીના અધ્યાપકો નહીં, પણ સમગ્ર ગુજરાત અને ગુજરાત બહારના અધ્યાપકો, they will be benefited with this lecture series. And we all, as a committed teacher, try to give our best, contribute the best among the best to make good in education. Thank you very much.